Hello everyone, my name's Paul. I work for a company called Micrographics in Cape Town, South Africa. We are an Autodesk reseller. I recently had the opportunity to teach an Infraworks Fundamentals class. It was the first one that I presented, and I learned a lot about Infraworks being an infrastructure planning program, and it's also got some nice analysis tools and optimization tools, and it can integrate with Civil 3D. It was a bit strange working with Infraworks because I am used to programs like AutoCAD and Revit, and I'd just like to highlight for those of you that would like to give Infraworks a go in South Africa. There's not too many people that use Infraworks, but I think it's got a lot of value and some companies are starting to look at it. So, maybe one of the first things you'd like to do is to draw a road or to sketch some other item, and it might be strange to work with the controls to start with. So this is a planning road. When you export this into Civil 3D, it will take through an alignment and a profile, but not a component or not an assembly. You can convert a component road, you can split a feature, remove a vertex and add a vertex, but let's convert this to a component road. That's the more typical sort of road that you would expect within Civil 3D, and it's actually got a type of assembly that you can use. So perhaps the first thing you'd like to do is to extend this road. Now, you do have grips on this road. If you just grab this grip, then you won't be able to control really so much the direction in which the road is extending. Of course, you'd like to keep it in exactly the same direction, and that's why you can press shift. And if you press shift, you can see that the line is extending exactly in the direction that you would like to take that in. So you're keeping that road in exactly the same direction. Press shift and drag, and you'll keep it in the same direction. All right. Whoops. There we go. Alright. Now, if you'd like to put a bend in this road, you have to right click on this road. Just click on the actual line that you see there. And right at the top, I thought it was a heading, right at the top you can say add curve. And there you can see it adds an extra point. It breaks the road into a point over there. If you now take the end control, you can start bending, and there you can see it's using that 44-meter radius to start curving that road. It gives you another item over there, and if you press shift, then you can extend it along that line. So these are the types of controls that you will use when you sketch anything within Infraworks. Like I said, it's a little bit different from what you might be used to. It's not such an accurate drafting package as what you would think of, say, Civil 3D, but it gives you the ability to at least start off a design and then from here onwards develop it further within Civil 3D after you import it. You can also edit the curves themselves. Let's suppose that radius is a bit too big for you. You can also design them based on AASHTO values or speeds that you would set to the road. But there, for instance, if you increase the radius there, you can see how this happens. Right, and then also you can, let's suppose that you now add another little bit over here. and you'd like to remove that later, then you can right click on that and say remove point, and then you can see how the road then straightens out again, and it's up to you to redefine the direction that the road goes in. When you draw a road from scratch, then you'll find that you can, let's suppose we go with a component road, you can click on a point, on a next point, and then you'd like to stop the command. Alright, you have to double click to end the command. If you don't double click, then you'll find the following happening to you. You'll click, click, and click, and now even if you press enter, nothing is going to happen. So then you simply have to click on yet another, oops, forgot to double click again, you see. Double click to end that command, and now you'd like to go back to this point over here. So what you'd have to do is to remove points where you forgot to double click. Alright, so that is something that is quite it's not intuitive, and so you'd have to keep that in the back of your mind. You continuously have to click or double click to end the command. Here's another example. Let's suppose you wanted to draw a single-story brick housing development or house itself. If you double click, you can place one house, or if you click and click and click again and then double click to end, you can see how it then spaces out the houses in the path that you've placed it. It creates a group. We press escape to deselect everything and click off it. Now if we click on one of these items and click on these items again, then you'll see how they select everything, and you can auto adjust the density. Now this is all good and well. You can also see that you can adjust these elements based on those items there. So click on one of them and then click on both of them. Right, some of these, if you have a look at the properties, you'll see that you've got some scaling factors. You can scale all of them together. Let's suppose that you want to scale the Z by 2. See how you can scale one of them, or if you click on all of them, suppose we go 2 and 2 and 2. Let's see if that updates. No. Some of these you can scale them all together. And again, if you'd like to remove a part of that, then you can remove a vertex. And if you'd like to add one again, then you can split that vertex or split the feature. And now you'll see how this one is able to add to that. If you want to go around a corner, you just split the feature again. And let's give it time to update. And you can drag it in a new direction again, but there's no way really to explode these into individual elements that you can say, you know, operate on its own, but you can change it out into a different type of element that you might want to place over there. Some coffee for the neighborhood. So that's just a quick intro. If you do want to start playing with Infraworks, if you've got the AEC collection, then you can just start drawing some roads and see what you can do with that. It's pretty intuitive, takes a little bit of practice, but hopefully that gets you going. Until next time, enjoy Infraworks.